that still blows my mind. I want to talk to Shakis a little bit about the decision to make. I don't know. I'm put YouTube. Turn back to this thing. I will talk to you a little bit about the decision to release, because we talked about it a little bit in the group chat. The decision to release Wonder Man as a binge drop rather than a week by week release. What do you think about that?
I don't really have like a definitive opinion on it,
Mm-hmm.
but I would say that like I personally I feel like it's a personal thing for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like most people as far would probably want to just have the binge
Mm-hmm.
version. But like I feel like we all also have that experience of like when a show like I mean it's technically outdated now, but like the weekly release of like a season of TV, which is what this is supposed to be. Um the the community talking about something, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, whatever, wherever, people just talking about shows that like everyone's watching at the same time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like a la that Game of Thrones when it was premiering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone's talking about it every single week. You know, that's why I usually avoid certain shows when they premiere. Is everyone's talking about it. You know, it's either really really great or it's really really bad, and I'm just like I'm gonna form my own opinion after it drops. You know, after it's out, I'm a binge it. I like to binge. But then you have things like JoJo's. Part seven's coming out. Steel Ball Run.
Steel ball run.
People people are wondering if it's gonna be a binge situation because apparently two episodes are dropping initially, and we don't know when the rest are coming. I haven't confirmed that, but
Oh,
that's
so
what
it's so it might be
we
a
we
week to
don't know if
week.
it's a binge or if it's a week to week. And I'd prefer if it were a week to week, just because that's the format that everything else in its medium premieres in. Anime is a week to week experience.
Mm-hmm.
So like talking about JoJo's for 50 weeks, you know, they're 25 weeks and then take a 6 month break and then we do another 25 weeks. I feel like that's just it's better for the brand of the show, for the longevity of discussion, for in general interest in the franchise, you know, as a whole. I think it's just better for that. But there's also, people who would prefer just to binge it. But I would prefer to just watch it week to week.
Yeah.
Long story. Long
So
story
you
short,
you
I
prefer
prefer week to week,
to, but
but
is
I can
that just
also
to anime or is that to all shows?
it for me it depends on what show it is. Like
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Man being a binge, I don't really care about that
Okay.
as much. But like for JoJo's, like very heavily prefer it be week to week. When Vinland Saga season 3 comes out, I'm gonna prefer that be week to week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Just
I
as
guess
a conversational piece, like say water cooler talk for
yeah,
the community. You know.
yeah. Even if the animation studio fully does everything and it's all done, I'd still prefer to see it week by week instead of having it all just drop. Everyone talks about it for a week or two or maybe a month, and then no one talks about it until they either come to gas it up or say it was trash. You know how
Mm-hmm.
the community does. So I prefer week to week. It's an experience
Well, I'll tell you why I
that I
bring this
think
up.
that we're really. I feel like a lot of companies want to step away from it,
I'll tell you.
but that's what.
I'll tell you why I bring it up. It's because it's been something that's been swirling around for a while. Like I said, we talked about it in the group chat, and I read an article about Fallout. Fallout season 2 is currently airing on Prime,
Mhm.
and this is something I forgot. The first season of Fallout released as a binge, as a binge drop, right? I forgot about that. Have you seen Fallout yet?
I still haven't seen it yet. I
Okay.
need to watch it. Everyone says it's amazing.
It's really good. But the second season is being released week to week.
And I'm hearing about it every week.
but see, and that's from the consumer side. From the consumer side, I agree with you. But the companies now are one of the viewership has dropped. See, the first season came out bingeable. Everybody loved it. It's freaking it's on the tops, right? But now apparently the viewership has dropped from being week to week. Luckily, we've already got season 3 now, so it'll be interesting to see how they release season 3 in light of this recent news that the viewership has dropped for season 2, um, for being a week to week release. Um,
I don't know. They gotta have some sort of. I show me the data.
right,
You know
right, and that
what's
is
the
nebulous.
because a lot of it now is like what's the SEO, the
Mm-hmm.
what is the Google trends. What's how many people are talking about it versus how many people were talking about it when it was season 1 when it was binged. But also like that's like saying that less people playing Gun Game 2 after Gun Game 1 came out. People got to experience Gun Game 1 and decided whether or not they liked it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of factors that could determine why less people are watching it now versus before,
Mm-hmm.
other than it being the amount that you're showing when you release product.
Now, see, I already said this yesterday, but I keep mentioning because I've said a lot of this on the podcast, on practically a podcast yesterday, but that one's gone due to technical mistakes that we've seen today that I made. so, we're just gonna let that one go. Shut up. But
Okay.
I am a binge man myself. I need if you're
Mhm.
gonna drop a show, I need because if I because I do not like cliffhangers. I do not like to wait on things. And shut up, Chris. And if I have to wait on your show, I will just go to another show that is completed and watch that instead, and then I'll forget about your fuck show. Then I'm waiting for season 3 to come out because I waited on season 2. Might as well wait on season 3. You know,
You're the
bump it.
worst.
I am apparently on everything on every I am the worst to my friends. I am the worst to companies. I am the worst to everything, and that's fine by me because bump it. This is how I do things. This is how I do life.
He
Y'all
said,
can eat my butthole. Um,
"Yo, that's wild."
don't care. Like groceries. And that's Chris. Same thing that happens to me. Uh, you lose it, and then now you got seasons, which can be a boon for me. But again, I can see how that could affect viewership. That's just, affect the eyes on. If everybody's gonna wait till the show comes out to binge it anyway, you might as well just release it in that package.
I guess we'll see when the season's finished. Like if they get a big boost in streams from
Mm-hmm.
people who just want to wait until the show is over.
I really wish we
Like how
had
many
those
episodes are
numbers.
going to be? Like for real though, I
Eight,
would love to see, like
8 or 10, I believe. Are you talking about Wonder
eight.
Man or are you talking about Fallout?
I mean either one, but
I
I mean I guess in this case Fallout. Fallout.
honestly, in both cases, 8 or 10. I don't
Eight to eight to ten.
eight
I
or
was gonna say
10.
I don't think it matters. We've gotten to
It
the point where
actually,
26 episode, 20 episode seasons are gone now.
they are. They are.
We're doing maybe 4.
Right.
You're
Right.
lucky if you get an 8 to 10. You gotta be a big show for that. Um, I think I might have to change my mind and be definitive and go weekly, just full weekly on this.
Really?
I think I am. I've
That's
talked
fair.
myself into
That's
it.
fair. I see it.
Talk-
I
talk
see it.
myself-
And
It's just like
there's
well,
also a thing of like if it fits like your style and my how we watch things fits our style because you actually do talk to people about these things too. You go around and talk to these things. I don't talk
sometimes
to
very unfortunately.
I don't talk to nobody. I just sit here in my
Yeah,
own stew and enjoy it, and then it's like on the off chance somebody brings it up, then I'm like, oh yeah, let me jump in real quick. So You
It
know.
just, it's fun sometimes, to just also enjoy something with either a complete stranger or someone that you just talked to about that thing. Just
Yeah,
like
no.
another avenue to really just like add an experience
I don't
on
like I
top
don't like
of.
people like that. I don't like people like
I mean,
that.
I don't either. Some these people are usually wrong, and I'm right
All the time. There you go.
about a lot of things. Sometimes I'm wrong, and they can talk me into it, but I'm usually right because
Hey,
I'm not wrong.
hey, look, Trey is right all the time, and all the time, Trey is right.